this conference, sir. Thank you. With this, let me step into my presentation. Career growth as a product management executive. Let me walk you through the agenda for today's presentation. In today's presentation, I will be discussing what is medico marketing, what is the role of a product management executive in today's pharma industry, and what are their roles, responsibilities, skills, and their daily function, and what is the career path of a product management executive in pharmaceutical marketing. Before learning what pharma industry is, let us first try to understand from where the journey of the drug begins. This tabular column, many of you here might be familiar with the tabular column, or it may be new to few of the participants who are on their initial stages. Let me give you a very brief idea of what are the stages of drug discovery. Just look at the second column and the last column for better understanding. I'll give you a small brief introduction of this. Let us not go detail into this as this is not our topic of interest today. The first stage is early drug discovery and development. Why this stage happens? In this phase, the researcher decides with what drug he has to come up with. See the purpose which I've mentioned here. This early drug discovery and development is done to discover and decide new potential drug candidates. Like here, the researcher will decide with what drug he has to come up with, on what drug he has to work on. Next, coming to stage 2. Stage 2 is nothing but it is preclinical studies. What they'll do in this stage is they'll administer the drug molecule to the animals first. We cannot administer the drug just like that to humans before testing in animals, before knowing the safety and toxicity. So in preclinical studies, what they do is they take the drug molecule and test it in animals to check the toxicity and safety. Next comes the actual clinical trials, that is the stage 3. This stage 3 clinical trial, it is divided into 3 phases. These 3 phases are conducted to demonstrate the safety and efficacy of the drug in humans. After these 3 phases, what a researcher will do is he'll submit the results of these phases to FDA. The application which he'll be submitting is called new drug application. The researcher will submit the NDA and gets the approval from FDA to proceed further. Next comes phase 4 called as post-marketing surveillance. This is nothing but the phase 4 trial. In phase 4 trial, what they'll do is they'll administer the drug to large number of participants to ensure the adverse drug reactions of the drug. This is about the various stages of drug discovery. Now, my question is, why we have to do this much? What is the purpose? Why we have to do the research? Any answers?
Obviously,
Yes.
we are directly administering in the humans. So
Yeah.
to match with the human that compatibility, so that other side effects or adverse event does not occur. That's why so complex process is followed.
Yeah. Okay. Your answer is right. A researcher is investing his time on drug discovery, right? What is his need there? Obviously, to make money out of it. Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. To make money out of it. Someone should sell the drugs to make money out of it. The aim of pharma industry is to sell the drugs in simple. Okay. Let us now see how a pharma industry will work. Okay. If you ask me if a pharma industry will sell only the new research molecules, my answer is no. They can either sell the new research molecules also, or they can take the existing molecules also and they make strategies to sell those drugs. Here, I have mentioned here how a pharma industry works. A pharma industry, to sell the drugs, they are divided into 2 major departments called as a marketing department and sales department. If I have to say you in simple, sales department, they are responsible for selling the drugs. Marketing department, they are responsible for making strategies or making idea to sell the drug. In other words, if I have to say, I've mentioned here, marketing department identifies the need and sales department satisfies the need. Also, the need may be from physician side also and patient side also. What could be the need from physician side? A physician will not prescribe a drug unless he is satisfied with the evidence. A physician will not be happy to prescribe a drug unless he is satisfied with the evidence. Well, we are responsible for providing clinical evidence-based evidence to the physician. How can we give evidence-based solution to the physician? Any idea? I have given one picture here. Like there are some international guidelines like ESC, that is European Society of Cardiology, or ADA, called as American Diabetic Association. From that guidelines, we can take the clinical evidence based on our specific products, and we can give the physicians to prove that this specific product has some advantage in treating diabetes, or it has some advantage in treating heart failure. Only then the physician will be convinced to prescribe our products. This we can do it from physician side. Patient side, what is the need from patient side? A patient will not be happy with all the drugs with what he is taking. Either due to the bitter taste of the drug, the patient will not feel comfortable to take the drug, or due to the larger size of the drug, a patient will not feel comfortable to take the drug. From our side, we can make some changes during manufacturing to make the patient happy. One example I can give you is all the iron preparations will be bitter in taste, so patient will hesitate to take the iron preparations. What we can do is, one example, if we give liposomal coating to the iron, the bitter taste of the iron preparation is masked. What we can do for larger tablets, we can reduce the size of the tablets so it will be convenient for the patients to swallow. So these modifications we can make from our side to make the physicians and the patients happy, and also our product, we can sell our products easily. Next, here comes the role of a product management executive. A product management executive serves as a bridge between the science and sales. Product management executive will understand the clinical science behind every product, and they translate that into meaningful promotional strategies. Promotional strategies means they, for example, they study all the guidelines completely. Out of that, only the required information, which information the physician requires, only that information they take it out and they present to the field people. This is about the role of a product management executive. For taking this clinical evidence, we can go with the guidelines also, or we can go to the sources like Lexicon, Medscape, or UpToDate, anything. Next, how can a product management executive help the industry? Either they can launch or develop new brands, or they can strengthen the existing brands. Can you name any brands which you know? Yes. Any brand familiar to you?
And
Can anybody?
some local brands I know.
Any brand, any brand.
Ajanta Pharma,
Not the company, the brand of a drug. Example,
Zatura, Zatura,
Piptas, Telma,
Zatura,
Ata.
Zatura 550,
Yes,
Zatura 550.
550. Okay, okay. The brand. Okay. There are many brands. To increase the revenue of the company, we can either develop or launch new brands that will be not possible for throughout the whole year. What we can do is we can strengthen the existing brands of the company. First, we'll see how we can develop or launch new brands. First, market research and gap identification. First is disease burden analysis. A product management executive will be posted in any one of the department. Either it may be cardiology, diabetology, gynecology, nephrology. According to your specific department, you have to analyze the disease. Which disease is familiar? Which the prevalence of which disease is higher among the specific population? That kind of disease you have to choose, and you should also concentrate that it should not be a seasonal disease. If you choose a seasonal disease, you cannot promote your product for the whole year, so you have to select the disease in such a way. For selecting the diseases, you can use the help of sources like WHO and National Health Survey research papers and published studies. And defining the unmet needs, uh, unmet needs, as we saw already, physician will also have some unmet needs and patient will also have some unmet needs, that we have to find it out. How you can find it out is, physician side is, you can regularly participate in conferences. In conferences, the physicians will be routinely discussing the practices, and they'll also address their demands. That time what we can do is, we can take the uh, demand and we can formulate the molecules according to it. One example, if you see, all the diabetic patients will have peripheral neuropathy. If you see if all are getting treated or not, it is no. So we can take such molecules and we can promote it to the doctors to prescribe those products. Next is treatment gap assessment. For example, take diabetes. If you take a guideline and see all the drugs which are mentioned in guideline, if it is prescribed in the patient's prescription or not, you have to check that. If any drug is missing, you can address that to the physician and you can come up with your drug. We have such a molecule, you can try prescribing it. For one example, if I can give you, current lipid lowering agents. Lipid lowering agents are nothing but the cholesterol drugs. A patient will get atorvastatin or rosuvastatin regularly, but that atorvastatin or rosuvastatin will target only the LDL, but it will leave the bad cholesterol called as triglycerides. What we can do is we can come up with a drug which can target both the triglycerides also and LDL also. One such drug is fenofibrate. And competitor landscape study. While we are launching a new drug, we have to see our competitors' performance also. If there are so many competitors for us, it is hard for us to shine in our product. So we have to look into that also. And we have to know the strength of our product. What is the strength of the product? Either the half-life or the tablet size or the masking the bitter taste, that we have to know. And market intelligence. Every company will get this market data from some source. One such market data is called as IQVIA or CMark. If you take that data, you can find out which molecule is in growing trend, which molecule the physicians are prescribing more. You can find those molecules and you can launch those molecules. I have given you the example here. These data are taken from those website only called as IQVIA, CMark, PharmaTrack or WHO reports. These will give the regular reports, which brand is getting increased, which brand is getting prescribed more, which molecule is getting prescribed more. So these data we can collect from these websites. For this, you should have a very good Excel skills. Next, for every molecule which you want to launch, you have to do an analysis called as SWOT analysis. SWOT is nothing but analyzing the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. You have to see the strength of the molecule. If it is clinically proven with a strong safety profile, or what is the weakness of your product. Either you have to have the higher price, or if there is any other weakness from your side. And you have to see the opportunities what your drug has. And threat is you have to be aware of your competitors also. You should not have so much competitors. Next, market potential. When you are deciding to launch a drug, or if you have launched a drug, you should be able to decide how much potential, how much revenue you can give to your company. That how you can calculate is what price you will be deciding for your strip and how many strips you can sell for throughout the year. That if you calculate, you can get the revenue potential of the drug. And naming the brand, this is a very important part of launching a product. The brand should be unique, memorable, and it should be aligned with the product's therapeutic purpose. And the name should reflect the core benefit of the ingredient, resonate with the target audience, and stand out from competitors. Like it should reason. If you name a brand, it should be reasonable. You should be able to explain what the name is. I think you would have heard of Lasix. The meaning of Lasix is it lasts for 6 hours. So they have named it as Lasix. Coming to Piptas, why they have named as Piptas is they have taken Pip and Tas from Tazobactam and they have named as Piptas. Coming to Telma in short, Telmisartan in short, they have named as Telma. Why we have to name in such a way is only then the physician will be able to recall our brand very easily, because today's market is very competitive. If we have some reasoning for our name, the physician can easily remember our product and he can start prescribing our product. This is the importance of naming a brand. And regulatory and compliance coordination. First is you should work with regulatory teams for timely approval. That is, you have to submit your application to DCGI to get approval if it is a new drug, and coordinate with the FDA approvals, and you have to track your application process in what stage it is. And once you have named your brand, you have to do a registration called as trademark registration. Only then other companies cannot give the same name which you have given, or even if they give, they will be punished for that, because we have registered our brand. Ensure compliance with marketing and promotional codes. We have to NPPA. This is nothing but National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. This NPPA will fix a ceiling price for a product. We have to give only this much price for the product. We should not raise the price of a product. We should be adhering to the policies laid by NPPA and also CDSU, and coordinate with the manufacturing, supply chain, and sales teams. We have to coordinate with all the manufacturing teams if the raw material is procured or if the batch is getting prepared properly, and also the suppliers. The sales teams is nothing but your medical representatives. You have to train them also, and we have to uh, check if everything is going on track or not. And forecasting and budgeting. Forecasting, as I already said you, we have to fix how much potential can your brand give at the end of your year, and based on that you have to budget for what sources, how much budget you can give. For example, monthly or annual brand performance, how many doctors you have to cover, of how many samples, how much we have to spend on samples, and you have to plan the resource according to this. Launch planning and timelines. We have to adhere to the planning timelines, and we have to see if the regulatory clearance, that is the approval from the FDA and CDSO, is done or not, the brand name is finalized or not, and if the manufacturing batch is ready before our launch, and marketing materials are approved or not. And field force training is nothing but product executives. Their main role is to train the sales team, that is the medical representative team. Our medical representative should know everything about our product which we have launched. So that is the training for field force. And product dispatch, we have to make things ready to dispatch from our end, and official market announcement date that we have to fix. Next is marketing and communication plan. Imagine I have so much information about a brand, but I cannot be detailing all the things to the doctor. We can say only the important points. That is, the representatives can detail only the important points to the doctor, which he gets in 5 minutes. So what we can do is, I have given the picture here. This picture describes a visual aid of a product. Only the important points I can take out, and I can make visual aids like this, and I can give it to my representative. So it is easy for them to explain it to the doctor. And this information may include the clinical trial data or mechanism of action of the drug or dosage information or patient benefits. We can make also leaflets, posters, and videos for our brands. This is the communication plan. Next is plan pre-launch teasers and CME programs. To familiarize our brand, we can start creating teasers for our brand, and we can advertise it. And CME program, CME is nothing but continuing medical education activities. We can engage all the doctors through these programs, and we can explain about our products. We can make a PPT presentation on our product, and we can present it to the doctors. What are the benefits of these products? What advantages we have added in these products? How it will be useful for your patients? That we can explain it through CME programs. In such a way, we can engage the doctors. Training and sales force readiness. As I already said you, we are responsible for training our medical representatives. Whatever information we have found new, we have to teach everything to our medical representatives, so our medical representatives can be able to promote the product in a better way. Provide digital and visual aids. The picture which I have shown you last slide. Distribution and availability. Ensure stock availability at distributors and key territories before the launch date. We have to make sure that before the launch date, if the stock is ready in our company or not. And post-launch monitoring. Even after launching your molecule, you have to track your sales, track sales uptake, feedback, and also competitor reaction. First is sales tracking. You have to monitor your sales. How much is your brand growing? Is it really in a growing stage? Or if you have any complaints on that brand or not? And what are the competitors' issues? What are the competitors trying to promote? In what way they are promoting? Everything we have to monitor after our launch process. Adjust strategies based on market response. We have got the feedback from the representative side and the physician side, and based on that feedback we should try making adjustments in our existing brands. Either you can strengthen promotional focus in high potential and low performing territories, reframe marketing messages if doctors are not convinced about the specific line, introduce additional scientific content or CME sessions to address gaps in awareness, implement short-term trade offers or patient support programs to boost conversions. This is about launching a new brand. What can you do to strengthen an existing brand? It is an existing brand, if you see, which is already available in the market, a generic drug which is already available in a market. We take one such drug, we give our own brand names and we start selling it. That is strengthening the existing drugs. We cannot sell that drugs easily. We have to position it properly. Position means in which disease we can use. A drug can be used in multiple diseases, but we cannot just like that promote in all the diseases. Which is very familiar, we have to promote in only that conditions. That is about positioning a drug. Present is nothing but how you present the data to the physician. That is presenting a drug, and how you promote it. Analyze the current brand performance and market position. You have to understand where the brand is. Is it in a growing stage or it is in a declining stage? You have to find which state or which territory is performing good, and low performing territories we have to find out and boost them up with more clinical evidence to support their sale. Next is refresh marketing and communication strategies. Communication strategies are nothing but your visual aids, digital content, and brand stories which we create. This we cannot use the same stories or same visual aid for the whole year. The information gets daily updated. So we should also update our visual aids, our digital content, our story based on the recent updates. This is about refreshing the marketing and refreshing the communication strategies. Strategic role, positioning and differentiation. Positioning, as I have already said you, in which particular disease we have to position our product. Differentiation is nothing but in a competitive market, how can we differentiate our particular product, either through the advantage like smaller size or masking the bitter taste or cost effectiveness. Which is our advantage, we can highlight that. Strengthen doctor and KOL engagement. KOL is nothing but key opinion leaders. They are also physicians. How we can strengthen the doctor engagement is we can conduct CMEs. CMEs is nothing but the meetings, continuing medical education programs. They are the meetings which all the doctors will attend. Or we can regularly arrange webinars to familiarize our product to doctors. And we should share the real world data, that is the clinical data which we obtain from the guidelines, that we can share to doctors, or case studies relating to our drugs we can share it to doctors through that meeting, and the data which we have obtained from phase 4 trial, that also we can project it to the doctor so that the doctor can familiarize our brands. And expand market reach and accessibility. We should make our product accessible to all areas. Wherever the products are not available, we have to find out those areas, and we have to make ways to distribute our product to even smaller areas so that the reach of our product will be good. Monitor and adapt continuously. We have to track the performance of our product. If it is in a growing trend or it is in a degrowing trend, or what about the feedbacks of that molecule, we have to track it on regular basis. Brand budgeting and ROI tracking. For all the brand, we have to fix the budget. All the companies, what they do is on the beginning of the year only they decide the target for that particular product, for how much they should sell a molecule for every month, or for total year, how much they have to track the how much they have to sell the drug, that they'll be deciding at the first only. And we have to track the ROI also. ROI is just nothing but it is written on investment. We'll be spending so much from our side, like conducting CME programs or giving samples to the physician or investing in visual aids, marketing activities. Will be so spending so much on our products. In turn, we should also track how much investment we are getting out of it. We are spending so much, is it worth or not? That we have to track. That is nothing but ROI tracking. And portfolio analysis. And you have to analyze the portfolio of our product. If it is in a growing trend, we are happy. If no, it is continuously going on declining, we should withdraw the drug. based on the portfolio. It ensures the company maintains a balanced portfolio in all the products. This is about strengthening and launching new molecules. This is the summary of all the marketing activities. First, we have to identify the target audience, that is among which disease we have to launch a product. Understand the audience needs, like in which way the patient is comfortable, and choose the marketing channels like visual aids or CME programs. And content creation is nothing but designing of the visual aids. It is nothing but content creation. And targeted messaging, the message which we are trying to deliver should be crisp and it should reach the physician. Then it is engagement with healthcare professionals, that is through various CMEs, that is meetings which we conduct, and compliance and regulation, compliance with the international guidelines, and tracking the performance adapted to the changes in industry and ethical considerations. And the skills required for a product executive, if you see, the product executive should be able to analyze the market, and he should be very well versed with the product knowledge, and he should understand the science behind every product. He should have a very good communication and presentation skills, and he should be able to communicate properly with the cross-functional teams. And the product management executive should have very good decision making skills and creativity, innovation. Leadership and team management is necessary, as we will be engaging all the medical representatives, and we will be training them. Career path, if you see, you will be joining as a product management executive, then promoted to a senior product executive, next product manager, senior product manager, group product manager, marketing manager, and general manager. Marketing manager, it is for a specific departments like cardiology, diabetology, or nephrology. General manager is, they'll manage all the divisions. Take home messages: stay strong in your basics, keep your scientific foundation solid, keep revising pharmacology and pharmacotherapeutics regularly, actively participate in conferences, CMEs, and webinars to stay updated. Always understand the clinical science before making marketing decisions. This is about my presentation. Thank you all for your patient listening and cooperation. Any doubts? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Any doubts?
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
with regards to biosimilars and biologicals,
Yeah.
how this role helps?
Pardon? I cannot understand your
How
question.
we can contribute to this role, marketing thing? Because biosimilar will be there. Many biosimilars are there.
Biosimilars, many competitors will be there. How you can position
Uh,
your product? That is your question, right?
yes, ma'am.
First, you have to find out how the competitors are trying to sell their drugs. You can take all the new evidences. Either you can use Medscape or Lexicomp or any international guidelines like ESC, ACC, anything. The evidence are daily getting updated. You can collect those evidences, and if you present it in a better way to a physician will be happy to take up our products. Scientific knowledge behind every product matters. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
Ma'am, mostly
Mm,
this medico marketing, as you discussed, it
yeah.
contained some that allopathics and modern medicine drugs.
Yeah.
Uh, so what about that Ayush system drugs means Ayurvedic related drugs, herbal drugs.
Ayurvedic related also runs in the same way, but you'll not have so much competition over there, like allopathic medicines. You don't have to work so much on it. You can just say the scientific reason behind it. This product is particularly useful in patients with diabetic neuropathy. You can just promote it like that only. You don't have
Ma'am,
to. Uh,
ma'am, my question goes to regarding that the acceptance from the
mm.
BMS doctors, because they are nowadays also prescribing the allopathic ones.
Oh, okay. You can just use the same way which you are promoting to allopathic doctors. The same you can present it to those doctors also. However, the anatomy and physiology, basic anatomy and physiology will be same for both the teams. So it will not be hard for you to promote it to that particular population. The same means you can use there also. You gather the information and you promote it to them. That's it.
Ma'am, and another question is of that thalidomide drug.
Yeah.
It was withdrawn from the markets. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But recently in news, it is reintroduced for some special
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
condition.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
People are using thalidomide. It is not that they have banned it there only. They have banned it now also for pregnancy population only. But there are many off-label indications for thalidomide. It is not that we should not use it. It is still in practice.
Ma'am, what may be that reason for um, the
Focomelia.
acceptance
The
from
acceptance.
uh,
Uh, you will have to file a application again called as ANDA, which is abbreviated new drug application.
okay.
So if for the existing drugs, you can file an application called as abbreviated new drug application. Whereas for the new drug, you should give new drug application. For the existing drug, you have to give abbreviated new drug application, and then FDA will approve it. Then you can go to phase 4 trials, and then post monitoring marketing you can do.
Okay, okay.
Any
Thank
other
you.
doubts? Any other doubts? So thank you all for your patient listening and cooperation.
On behalf of RX doctors and whole team, I thank Dr. Reshma R for your insightful session on career growth as a product management executive. Your practical guidance, industry perspectives, and motivational approach have given us a clearer vision of the opportunities in this field. We truly appreciate the time and effort you took to share your expertise with us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Before ending today's session, I would like to announce the agenda for tomorrow. We have Dr. Akhil Arun from USA, Dr. S.P. Srinivas Nayak from Gujarat, Dr. S. Manoj Kumar from Tamil Nadu, who will be delivering on the topic RX for older adults, geriatric clinical pharmacy from A to Z, clinical case discussion, optimizing geriatric pharmacotherapy, medication opinion center, vision, mission, and patient centric impact. I hope you all will join tomorrow. Kindly fill the feedback form which is available in the chat box. Thank you all for joining. See you tomorrow.